I can speak. And we're back live on air, Olga Show with you. You can find us on Ustream, search Olga Show, or later you will find us on YouTube. But what's happening today in our studio, obviously you can hear us through 92.3 FM all over Bay Area and beyond, from Carmel, Monterey, all the way to Vallejo, and almost Santa Rosa, but not quite.
Not quite?
Not quite. Half Moon Bay, so when you relax and see Pacific Ocean and Santa Cruz, you can definitely hear what we have to say. And Palo Alto, Menlo Park, San Francisco, Berkeley, Oakland, all of the best universities and the best students and the most intelligent community probably in Bay Area, from all over the world coming here to learn.
This is an amazing place, an amazing platform, but the new opportunities, the new businesses that are beginning to show up of all sorts are just amazing. At the Academy, we've had companies come through, the food and beverage companies. One of my favorite was a company called The Good Bean.
All right.
They make fruits, they make snacks, very popular snacks out of garbanzo beans. You know what garbanzo beans are? Those.
Yes, I learned.
What's another?
I didn't have that in Russia, but I learned it here from my Indian friends, and
yes.
Now I'm enjoying it. I tried them dry, cooked, spiced up.
Well, you make, what is the
soup hummus. Hummus.
Hummus.
Yes,
hummus is,
yes.
So chips and hummus that's really good, and it's really good for you. So I like to indulge in that. So.
Yeah, it's very healthy for you. You're getting into like vegan food now?
No. Give me my good Midwestern steak and I'm a happy guy.
Okay, so you didn't get rid of
but
all
I like
of your children's activities, yes. And I actually tried buffalo steak in Texas. I was a few weeks back in Dallas, Texas, and I tried buffalo steak.
So, what'd you think?
It's big and tasty.
Good.
So I try under different special Dallas, Texas sauce, and that was nice in one of those wonderful Hyatt Regency hotel where you can not only eat and enjoy the view, but actually that restaurant turning around,
yes.
And you can see the entire city all around while you're enjoying your food.
And
quite expensive leisure, but you know, if you are there, why not?
But and Dallas is a very pretty city. There's I lived there for 2 or 3 years, and it has grown a lot, but there's a lot of very pretty green areas of Dallas, and it's amazing to see what's happened at the airport and how that's grown up over the years. So it's very cool.
So if you know, we will talk about resources for startups and businesses. We can also talk about future, which can start today as we speak, right?
Yes.
So what you can tell us about that?
So
your idea.
Our future, this is really to the audience, is that the future starts today, and you can either be a part of shaping it or you can get caught up in it. So one of the things I wanted to share today is there's a great deal of hope for people who are starting businesses who want to actually participate in making the future show up in a positive and exciting way. There are financial resources that are available in forms of grants for many types of businesses. Businesses that are in education and healthcare. There are an emerging number of businesses that, if not grants, they provide access to resources like Cisco and IBM and Apple. These companies want to see innovators take their core products and create stuff out of them that they never imagined. Because that's where innovation is at its best, when people create the use, create possibilities that didn't previously exist.
So from all of the different fields of industries, what do you think will pick up the most?
So there's the healthcare, biology,
my field. See,
So there you go. There's a very bright future for researchers in that space. One of the things that we're going to see an explosion of. So one of the things when Google Analytics showed up, what that did is it opened up the possibility for doing analytics in ways that people had never thought of before. So what's going on right now is people are trying to figure out what are the actions that I can take that leverage those analytics. So what we're going to begin to see over the next 10 years is an expansion, maybe an explosion of what was disregarded a few years ago, artificial intelligence. So how do I take those analytics and use those to drive certain types of automation? So you're beginning to see this in some measure with the automated placement of online ads. And you're beginning to see that in the form of something like the driverless cars from Google.
Yes, we see them on the roads.
It's very scary. I was coming down 280 about 3 weeks ago, and a car goes buzzing right by me, and I'm already traveling at a pretty good pace coming down from Palo Alto. Car goes by and there's
nobody there.
There's nobody there, and it's got Google autopilot, and it goes off on one of the exits.
Usually somebody sits there when
there was somebody sitting in the passenger seat.
Okay.
But I didn't see somebody driving it.
I bet they have those brakes, but I'm
Probably.
not sure. I'm not sure. I wasn't in that car. I was in older version car.
Yes.
So I have to check new version of the car.
So we're going to see lots of that kind of stuff. In the medical industry, what I'm beginning to see, because I see all these tiny companies, 100 of them every week.
Right.
And so what happens is that you're beginning to see some new types of blades and new types of control systems for robotic surgery.
Yes, it's easier to do. They don't do mistakes maybe, or they don't have to sleep or not to sleep. They just do it and that's it, at any day and time.
Yeah, it's very scary. So it makes me think about, there was a movie when I was a kid. No, I wasn't a kid, but I was at least half my current age. It's called Logan's Run. And one of the features of Logan's Run was you could go to a beauty shop and go, and you're a new person. It's not like just getting your hair colored. Okay, it was kind of spooky.
Completely changed.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's
we're
actually
doing that.
It's interesting. I see a lot of sci-fi movies, and a lot of that coming true. So you have to imagine those writers have to have a great visionary thoughts and ideas, and to drive our entrepreneurs into that direction, actually, and use it in our daily activities.
Well, I see people doing that all the time. There's a guy named William Gibson who wrote Mona Lisa Overdrive, I think, and a couple of other books. Really fascinating pieces of literature. But he was leading us into this idea of having an RJ45 jack. Nope, now I'm on the grid, right?
What is that? I just don't know. Is it
an RJ45 jack is if you're looking at a LAN cable, the thing on the end of it that plugs into your computer.
Okay.
Well, just imagine what it would be like if you had a receptacle in your neck or armpit or someplace.
Or head somewhere.
Somewhere.
Ear, nose.
So there's amazing things of that sort that are going on. But my prediction is that creating automation based upon the analytics is going to revolutionize many industries. So actually, I just met a young man from St. Petersburg, Russia.
Yes.
Who is integrating artificial intelligence and operations research methods to be able to do scheduling for very, very complex systems that nobody's ever been able to really handle before. So we're going to see a lot of that.
All right, so while you're talking about Russians, and I'm actually Russian, so I guess it's time to practice some Russian. My brother said everybody in Russia learning English, and here I'm the only one in Russia teaching Americans to speak Russian.
This is your brother?
He's in Moscow. So, And I'm thinking, why not? Because you grew up, you knew about Russia and Russian culture, and perhaps maybe you would like to greet your students who come to Kirutsu Forum in the Russian language, and they will be so shocked and they will start to speak with you immediately in Russian. So which words would you like to learn?
So
Phrases.
the first phrase that I want to learn is thank you. How do I say thank you? Because the more people that I meet from Russia, the Ukraine, Central Europe, the more that I discover what propaganda I got stuck with as a young person was so terribly wrong. And that there's such great hearts of helpful people that I just would love to be able to say thank you and be confident. How's that?
All right. So you mean, would you know how to say be confident?
No, I
Yes,
want to say
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Спасибо.
Spasiba?
Yes, спасибо.
So how do I spell that?
Okay, it's SPASIBO.
Okay, spasibo.
Spasibo, yeah.
Okay, so if somebody gives me something, I'm trying to think.
Matryoshkas maybe, like you know,
What's-
those like stuffed dolls usually.
Yeah, yes. So I can say spasibo.
Right,
So now I know what to say.
right. And of course, perhaps you can say hello. Well, it's a kind of strange way of saying. You cannot usually say привет. It means like hi. In Russia, you usually say здравствуйте, and it's one of the most difficult words to spell and pronounce.
Здравствуйте.
Well, you're actually pretty good.
Здравствуйте.
Yeah, здравствуйте. I know you're like on the spot here. Здравствуйте, yes.
Okay.
Of course, you can always say добрый день or вечер.
Okay, so my
depending.
vocabulary's now exceeded my. So I'm still a techie think, so I overflow my registers when I get so.
Let's put it in the right
Okay,
file
so-
for you. As I also did learn programming, Fortran and C and C++.
Yes.
Imagine that. But I've done that too. So let's try this. If you say добрый,
Dobre.
means kind.
Okay.
And with добрый, you can say many things. You can say добрый день, means good day. Okay.
Dobre din.
Yes. You can also say добрый человек.
So
means
dobre bien.
человек. Человек.
Человек.
Yes.
Человек.
It means kind person. And добрый вечер means good night or good evening.
Okay. Dobre vieche.
Yeah, you just only remember one word, добрый.
Dobre.
It means, and you can,
Okay.
I think in Ukraine they say dobre, or maybe it's Polish. What do we know about that?
In Poland, they say almost this dobry dzień. It
Yeah, so
sounds
see, you
almost
learning
like in
Polish and Russian at the same time. See?
Really? But that's interesting because I didn't know that they were related.
Right.
Okay.
At least with few words like добрый.
Dobre. Spasibo.
Yes.
Spasibo is
Thank
you give me something, and spasibo is my response.
Right.
That would be a good response. And dobre is a greeting.
Right.
Okay.
Добрый день.
Добрый
yes,
день?
It's a greeting, yeah.
Okay.
It
So
means
dobre
good day.
din.
Добрый means good or nice, and день means day.
Okay. Dobre din. That's great. So now I'm equipped.
So
Dobre din.
now you
and
have like
spasibo.
more. It's like you can say добрый, добрый. Here, I'm writing here добрый, and then you can say день,
Yes.
вечер, вечер, or друг. We can say друг, right? It's
Друг.
easier. Друг means
Друг.
friend,
Okay.
friend, or человек.
Dobre juk.
Друг.
Druk. Dobre druk.
Well, друг, I would assume that друг would be добрый.
So
I
okay.
would assume that
Yes.
your friend would be kind. So I guess добрый человек means kind person.
Okay.
Человек.
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 Okay.
Perhaps we can give him a break and practice a little bit. Do we have some wonderful music for us to listen?
We definitely do. We have some music from famous Russian movie. It's a very energetic chase theme. So let's do it.
Okay, now we're like off air, and we can practice a little bit.
So, spasibo.
Yeah, spasiba,
Okay,
you've
so-
done very well. Spasiba.
Yes.
I mean, I can write it for you if you
Sure.
want, so that way you will have.
So I gotta write it, because if I write it, then I'll remember it.
Oh, you're right. You use mechanical memory. Please be my
See?
friend.
All
See,
right.
I'm all aware
Spasibo.
of it.
And then
Dobry
dobry.
means kind. I don't know how you will write it, but dobry, that means kind.
Okay.
Kind. Nice.
Friendly.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you can say день means day. I don't know how you will write it. I just put it день.
Yep, that's fine.
Then вечер, evening,
Вечер.
means evening. Вечер.
For soft letter,
Вечер.
Evening.
letter also for softer word.
Okay. And человек.
You don't have just you can
Что еще может быть добрым?
Soft and hard sometimes, but little bit different.
Я сейчас хочу продолжение, там две части.
Музыки? Окей.
Yeah.
Человек. 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 Человек means human being.
Okay.
Human.
Person.
Yes, person.
Okay, so
That's why we have more letters.
very interesting.
than you.
So
you have
so
your
Ginny was taking. She was doing a language thing with. What was that language thing?
Rosetta Stone.
Rosetta Stone. Yeah, and so
We'll have to
Did you learn like in 7 days a new language?
words in 7 days, but not all. I might. Like you don't time.
Okay, we can come to this, and that's it.
okay, so
Okay,
Dobry.
you can turn it off
Dobry.
quietly.
Sorry, we are coming live on air. I'm like mixing up Russian and English because I was practicing with Dave Mosby here, Russian language, and he is so good. Even actually more optimistic than the music was playing right now, because he learned and picked up very quickly. And I just found out that they actually had practice with Rosetta Stone with his wife, who actually here in the studio. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
So if you can come and introduce yourself, perhaps maybe on the camera a little bit, would you be kind enough? I know you
Just
guys
come on over
together
here.
for many years.
You roped me in.
Yes, and I know you have been very patient and supportive of your husband. Like they say, near great a man, always a great woman. Right?
Greater.
Greater. Oh, thank you for correcting me. I
That's
like
how he
that
gets me
even
to stick
better.
around.
So
That's good. Well, he knows he has a great experience in education.
yes.
So let's practice Russian. I would not ask your wife, but I
Okay.
don't know. She's greater.
Yes.
Half
Yes.
of you as a couple.
Yes. But she was learning Spanish.
Okay.
So
And Spanish actually is similar to Russian in some ways.
it's because it's foreign to Americans. Both of them are alike in that they're foreign to people who grew up in the Midwest. So, sorry, I'll now be quiet.
All right. Well, no, we want to check your Russian language right now.
Okay.
So thank you means, or how you would
Oh,
say
so
thank you.
spasibo.
Спасибо. And if I want to say добрый день,
That means hello.
see now I'm
Hello.
speaking Russian. Okay.
Yeah, so that's-
good day.
Good day.
So, and how would you say that in Russian?
Добрый день.
And if it's good evening,
Добрый вечер.
and if it's a kind person,
So that's Dobrel. Добрый человек.
yes.
Человек.
Actually, cello means your head.
Okay.
Like, so it's
That's,
kind
that's,
of
that's
Okay.
too complicated.
yeah. I will not go into details.
so
Otherwise,
don't memorize that.
you will live here as a fluent Russian in Russian.
I'm going to go to work on this. This is because there's so many opportunities showing up that it would be. I've always felt really badly about not having taken the time to learn another language. I'm not even going to say another language.
Well,
And
the more Russian students you will have, the more you learn.
so one of actually we've had somebody from Russia or Ukraine in probably half of our classes so far, half of the program so far this year. And one of them, Artem Gasan, is somebody that you know.
Yes, I do know
And,
that person and his businesses, and I saw his many presentations in
Yes.
different places. Yes.
So it's been great to work with Artem.
Because I realize the more you practice, the better you get in
Yes.
presentation of your idea in businesses.
Absolutely.
And let's come back to your better, greater half. I know you are together for how many years now? Over 30 years?
Not quite. 28.
28.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of years together, and I know it's becoming a seldom fact, actually. Not too many couples together for many years, and I respect that. I know coming
you.
through difficult time, sticking to each other, supporting each other, that's not easy.
Well, that having a supportive spouse is really important when it comes to career kinds of decisions. And so Ginny has been very supportive. And we've had a lot of really difficult, really devastating things to work through together. I am now convinced that her career as a marriage and family therapist came out of her attempts to cope with me. So I'm hopefully.
So that was
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah, I think so. So ask her. What do you think?
I think so. It's helped
Yes.
us learn to communicate better and be able to work through problems and not, run away to our.
I don't know if I would be able to have enough patience and money to go through another education, become a therapist. I just take sessions from you, I guess, and learn more. As you already experience not only in practicing or preaching what you do, but actually being one of the person who went through all of the obstacles in marriage life.
Certainly been a lot.
All right. So did you meet at Dallas, Texas, or where did you meet?
So you can tell the story.
Well, we met, we were working for the same company, but I was in marketing in Rockville, Maryland, and he was a West Coast sales executive. So that's how we met, long distance. And then he lured me into coming to California, and here I am.
So I hope you don't feel regrets living in California.
Oh no.
Because
All you have to
it's
do
not
is
like
go
that.
back to Maryland in August and you
Yes.
know why you're in California, because the
Okay.
weather is just unbeatable, and certainly love being here and love the community.
And of course, constant changes in innovation, how does that affect your opportunity as a lady to live here? Will it be more difficult? You constantly have to change to new environment, or you rather live quiet life, or you prefer to be in California in terms of living like seeing computers, internet coming up, and cars jumping without drivers now, and who knows what's coming up next.
Well, it has been, certainly being in California, it has me be mindful of change. And I actually was a knowledge transfer consultant and wrote user documentation before I became a therapist. So I've been in both the technology world and now in the soft sciences. So, but I do love working with people, and that's
It's
where
definitely
I'm
helpful, and I know that your husband also worked with a lot of people as well, and who are very innovative, and sometimes they want a lot and they think that their way is the right way, and they wouldn't necessarily listen to others unless they probably have few hard knocks and then say, yes, I guess Dave was right, I should be done that or did that and this, and I know it's not easy. Especially when you're
Well,
younger, you get then more stubborn. You get. I thought it's with age we get older and we get stubborn. But
Well, it has been really a delight to work with people like Artem, his energy and his enthusiasm, and so I get to work with people who are insane optimists every day. That's a great thing to do.
Yeah, it's definitely keep you going
Yes.
and very active, I would say.
I'm going all the time.
And now, tell me about meetups and stuff,
So-
and any forums, summits, conferences you would be recommending. I know we only have like a couple of minutes only left.
So there is a meetup that I do. If somebody goes to meetup.com and they search on Raising Money 3.0, I do a meetup it's an online webinar thing that's just a half hour, but every week we introduce some new persons or some new ideas. So it's just, the whole idea is to get people connected to each other so that they can create a conversation. And then Jose de Deus, his meetup group is terrific. I was there for the first time last night, and I would recommend it.
Yeah,
I'm going to recommend it to all of my alumni.
Yeah, he is on my website as one of the partners, drawing a lot of people to his events, because
It's really
we
good.
have a link, and people who come to my website, olgashow.org or olga-show.com, they can find the link of his upcoming events. And I will
Great.
have more partners, which we're gonna put on the calendar, because we're going through lots of changes as well.
Yes.
And we're letting community know what is available for others.
Super.
I'm very happy that you have been at our
Thank you very much.
studio, and thank you to your wife bringing you here.
Spasibo.
Thank you very much, and supporting you through entire interview. Please stay. We have a Russian part. We have a piano teacher coming up here, and nice performers, and a poet as well here, and very talented artists coming from Russia, live here in California now. So please stay and enjoy concert here. We will have a concert right now. And thank you for coming. I know I will see you again soon.
I hope so.
And
Thanks,
that was
Olga.
David Mosby at Olga Show.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
To Year 92.